Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know what really happened with the PC. I know that the keyboard I had connected to this PC was starting to show its age earlier this year, and also earlier this year I accidentally spilled some soda on it. Now I'm the happiest about that, but it did happen, and my guess is that eventually just like it just showed its age. So I have a spare like Logitech keyboard I use on other computers and stuff around the house just to make sure, like, you know, whenever I'm diagnosing PCs and stuff, this is like a good known keyboard. So it's now going to be my new main device. And I actually bought two of these. The company is called Red Dragon. I bought two of these to replace the other keyboards in my house. So I am actually a weirdo. I actually like having a number pad. Just because I do work with numbers a lot and I do sometimes some data analytics and stuff. And also, I don't know why, but just like, especially for when I was working, the keypad just makes me faster at typing numbers. So that's why I keep them on there and I like having them. But these are actually keypad lists. So these are actually 86 keys. So they're very nice. The company's called Red Dragon. These are only like $35 a piece. I believe they're $35 a piece, and it's the Red Dragon K552 gaming mechanical keyboard. And I got the brown switches because that means they're not as clicky and loud as the blue switches. So I've actually been using them in the other setup I have in my basement. That if you guys saw the Temu video, that computer and stuff that now has one of those Red Dragon keyboards. And it's been nice to work with. Works with Windows 11 really nicely. Obviously, for people who don't know, I still use Windows 10 for my personal system just because everything I know works perfectly on Windows 10 except for Adobe Premiere Pro. So I don't really have too many issues with it, but most likely at the end of the year, I'm going to probably upgrade my SSD and maybe my processor and motherboard at the end of the year to give myself a little more CPU worth, and I may upgrade to a 2 terabyte SSD versus a 1 terabyte SSD for the year of 2024. And if I do upgrade that, I will be moving to Windows 11 just because, sadly, even though I hate Windows 11 with a passion, Windows 10 is starting to show its age on certain things, and I think I know a good chunk of workarounds, so I don't have to have the worst experience possible. So, yeah. But sorry that happened, guys. I did not know that was going to happen. My PC did show signs of having some issues a little bit earlier. It was like during the week when I was playing Minecraft with some friends, I kept getting some weird, I know what you want to call it, like some like weird errors and stuff. So maybe it's just all of that being combined at the end of the day. I will say that I don't have any malware or anything on my PC. I promise that. I am, as most of you guys know, I'm a complete tech nerd, so I know what websites are safe. I know which ones aren't safe. I have ad blocks on all my browsers, including my grandparents' browsers they use on their computer. It's completely ad blocked, so that way there are no ads showing on websites and stuff. So, yeah. But anyway, shall we get back to the video game of Power Washing Simulator? You did the same thing with Ice here and Dell laptop. Oof. Yeah, my dumbass is pretty stupid, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so let me go ahead and bring us over to the display so you can see. I'll move myself back up here. Okay. Cool. Oop. All right, so this should bring us back to where we were. So, yeah. OMG, I just found out a joke. You were playing Power Washing Simulator, so you had to power wash your PC. Oh, that's funny. But all right. But yeah, so I guess let's get back to what we were talking about earlier before I was rudely interrupted. And also, I hope you guys don't hate me, but I'm not going to turn back on Spotify because, again, I don't know what fully happened, and I need to investigate everything. But I don't really have time to do that, so you guys just get to listen to the soothing sounds of power washing. Oh, I just noticed something. That's going to be super loud for you guys. Hold on. There you go. That should be a lot nicer. That shouldn't be as loud. Or echoey. Yeah, but I'm going to delete that other stream, everybody, so I'll kind of just, like, go over, like, what I talked about earlier, and I'll just kind of say it again. There is going to be no Saturday Nintendo Crew video this week, just due to a few of the people are out of town this week, and also with the schedules that everyone has. Sadly, the people who are available, they're available at completely different times. So, like, for example, Jade is available mostly at night, but Luke is available mostly at the day. So sadly, we don't really have any time to do stuff. Myself and Austin and Luke were supposed to film an episode of the podcast today, but sadly, Austin had to Austin had to cancel immediately due to some stuff going on in his life. So yeah, so we weren't able to get the episode of the podcast film. And so pretty much, I hate to do it, but I really don't have time to just figure out something to do. And also, I'm actually going to be out of town over the weekend. I mean, I'll technically still be in town like Friday night, but I'm not going to be like here at the house Friday night. I'll be out and about doing stuff. So I won't be home, and I won't have time to really just like, you know, to film stuff and also edit it and get it done by, you know, by a certain time. So if I had the money, I would, but you already know I'm broke as hell. So no, but Friday I'm going out with some of my friends that live here. One other thing too is that I know I said this in the last thing, so I'm sorry if I am like re-talking about stuff and you guys are annoyed. But I did get my application accepted at the Target location I'm going to be working at. So as of yesterday, but realistically as of Friday, I will be back as a part-time team member of Target. So with that, I hate to say it, but streams are going to be a little bit wonky for a while. I did ask to have every Monday and Friday off. That way I could do like Wednesday. I'm getting really tired. That way I could do Monday like evening streams, like somewhere around like 6 or 7 p.m. And then on Thursday nights I can do like a very late stream, like something around like 11 p.m. or whatever. And on Wednesdays maybe we'll call these like the more like chill stream, so we'll maybe not play a Mario game. You know, maybe we'll play something like, as we're playing tonight, Power Washing Simulator or some other game, you know. Kind of diversifying what we're doing here on the channel, something I kind of want to do a little bit more, because as much as I love Mario Bros. Wii, and as much as I love the game of Mario Bros. Wii, I could only play the game so much before I start feeling like I'm going to go mentally insane. So I kind of want to take a break from Mario stuff, just for a few weeks. And then that way I can start on the next like big thing I want to do, which Ballo kind of already started this, and I kind of had I'll say it this way, I kind of had the idea first, but whatever. No, I'm JK. I love you, Ballo. But I do plan on playing every mainline Mario game until Mario Brothers Wonder comes out. So for what that means pretty much is that my goal is I'm going to start with Mario Bros. 1. And my goal is I want to get the games done, kind of get, like, I don't want to say chew games per stream done, but the main thing is, like, obviously Mario Brothers 3 is going to take an entire stream. Mario Bros. 2 shouldn't take an entire stream. So probably Mario Brothers 2 and Mario Brothers 1 are probably just going to be the same stream. And I'm going to do my best to do them, like, legitly. So no warps or anything like that. And I am going to be skipping... I am going to be skipping most likely Japanese Mario 2, unless if we hit like a member goal, and we'll add it to the list. But that's something that I want to work on, and that's something that I'll actually be like very excited to do. Since it'll be like something a little bit different, because you guys will be able to see me play the older games, which I'm pretty good at. And then also just having fun with, when Wonder comes out. As I kind of said earlier, I'm not going to be doing a stream of Wonder when it comes out, because my goal is I'm going to take off that entire weekend, and I want to spend that entire weekend filming the entire game and getting it edited so I can upload as quickly as possible. Like, that's the entire goal of that weekend when Mario Bros. Wonder comes out. And Super Mario RPG will most likely be a stream game. So I'm excited for them. I think they're both going to be very, very fun overall. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I am super excited for Mario RPG. It's going to be such a great time. Also, welcome in everybody who's just joining in. So JP, this is called Power Washing Simulator. Can you take a guess why it's called Power Washing Simulator? If you can't, I will help you out. It is because the entire goal of this entire game is to power wash things that are dirty. So, like, for example, at the current moment, I just finished up doing this little area and that little area and stuff right there. And I'm going through this entire park, and where it shows dirty, I gotta clean it. And also something to help me out is I can hit the tab button, and wherever it shows dirt, that is where I know where I need to clean. As the more I go into career mode, the harder stuff gets and the more assholish they are. Running theory is that there is a volcano in the town, and that's why everything is gross. Oh, interesting. Getting some lore. It's pretty cool. Power washing is not fun in real life. I can agree to that mostly. I don't mind it, actually, because I actually just bought a new power washer, and I actually kind of like it. And it's also one of the ones that are, like, more efficient, so they're not as, like, heavy as, like, old ones. But I do agree that after a while, it just gets absolutely insanely annoying. So I can absolutely feel the pain. Please don't tell me each one of these boxes are going to be its own individual ting. I hope not. If that is, that's going to be super annoying. Can I play with him? Nope, I can't. That's lame. That would've been fun, though. But yeah, so, the one thing I will say to everybody is that, obviously, with streams kind of being a little more wonky, I am going to probably go ahead and make a big announcement saying that the actual stream schedule will probably not be a consistent stream schedule anymore. And what I want to do is I will do per week updates. So, again, now while I have asked for every single, while I have already asked off for every single Monday and Friday, there are times where that will not always be guaranteed. And I totally understand that as someone who, again, who has worked in retail before. I can understand that stuff has to change due to people's availability and stuff, and I totally get it. But yeah, so hopefully you guys can understand that. I do apologize if anyone does get upset over this information. Hopefully, and I don't think anyone is, but again, I still gotta do the right thing and apologize, since this is obviously something you guys did not sign up for when you guys came up to watch me. You guys came here for someone who was pretty reliable, and now I'm gonna become unreliable. So, yeah. Is this an apology video now? Not really an apology video, just more of me just saying, like, I apologize more in the, you know, if you're someone who, like, came to this stream and you were only here just for Mario stuff, and you were just here because I was someone who is pretty good about keeping a schedule, I'm sorry that's changing. But I hate to say it, but stuff in life does have to change, and I also hate saying this as well, but it's like I am completely broke. I have no money to my name, and I am somebody who does not want to be someone who is like, all right, guys, well, I'm not going to stream again until we get 40 members on my channel. So if we don't get those 40 members, I can't stream anymore, you know, because then I feel like people are going to look at me as like, oh, he's money hungry now. So yeah. At the end of the day, I'm going to be looked at as some bad guy. No matter what I do, I hate to say it, but I'm going to be a bad guy. So I might as well be a bad guy while I'm making money, I guess, you know? And the camera setup, oh my god. Y'all are going crazy over this apology video. Oh, wrong button. Let's do this for a few minutes. You know, this shit nasty. Actually, I think I should have some wood cleaner, actually. Do I have some wood cleaner? I do. Let's go, wood cleaner. Oh, that's so much easier. Alright, I can probably get the rest by hand. Issue a fake apology for April Fools. I was young, I was dumb, I just wasn't myself back in the day, and I'm trying to become better, and I made a song for you guys. I didn't mean it, Janet. It wasn't my fault. I only asked for some money. I don't know this song. Oh, whatever. So, actually, speaking of apology videos, have you guys heard about all the allegations going on with LTT or Alliance Tech Tips? Yes, I know I can crouch. I'm just lazy. What the hell? There we go. April Fools! Where you're singing? We're doing fake apologies. Yeah, but anyway, so the LTT situation has been going on. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in I don't know if you guys would really be interested in me actually doing like a full video about this. But I actually do have some stuff I kind of want to say. I mean, I don't mind talking about it on here as well. But yeah, obviously the whole Madison situation is something that I would kind of wish on absolutely nobody. And as someone who has had to deal with a toxic work environment or having toxic coworkers or having toxic managers and stuff like that, I totally understand why she was completely afraid to speak out. And in a way, I don't want to say I like feel bad for the Linus Tech Tips like team. Because again, it's not that I'm blaming everyone there, because again, I feel like a lot of people there are probably like genuine great people. I feel like it's just sadly upper management, and as someone who's saying like this, right, that obviously you guys know me as like the main like manager / owner of Nintendo Crew, and it's like there has to be a point where you have to think about being a manager and then being people's friends. Like, you know, of course, now I'm not saying outside of Nintendo Crew I'm not friends with people, because trust me, I am. But it's like, you have to understand though, is that whenever we're talking about business stuff and business time, we have to put on our business caps, right? And we have to make sure that we are doing things, you know, properly, and that we need to make sure that everyone's voices are heard and we're not, you know, making anyone feel like not important and stuff, because that does happen sometimes. You kind of look at a bigger picture and it just doesn't happen. So you know, the main thing for me is just like looking at everything, and it's something that I can kind of understand, because, you know, I've had my own troubles with, you know, groups and managing and stuff like that before. And it's not an easy thing to do, because at the end of the day, again, you have to figure out the difference between what's business and what's personal. You know, if this is a personal thing, do we have to drag it into business? And it makes it hard sometimes to do things with your friends, because you actually have to look at things in a business perspective when you have to talk about business. So it's something that I kind of look at a little differently. But at the end of the day, though, when you're looking at somebody and if you're being employed by them, now I'm saying the word employ, because at the end of the day, everyone who works at Nintendo Crew, all of us are just friends who are just doing this as a fun thing to do. You know, none of us at Nintendo Crew are getting paid. That includes myself. None of us are getting paid anything for Nintendo Crew. And actually, funny enough, I'm actually gonna have to spend more money to possibly get paid on Nintendo Crew, because due to the YouTube rules, I have to be very careful with how I do all the AdSense stuff. So it makes it a little harder. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. But, you know, it's something that we all have to kind of, like, learn together in a way. But going back to their situation, though, I do feel, though, I do truthfully feel bad for Madison, though. As someone who's had to deal with toxic managers and stuff like that, it's not fun at all. It honestly, it makes you feel useless. And that's something that really, really sucks, because in my own rights, I have felt that way before, just because of either how fast-paced something has to be or whatever. Now, I'm not going to say that, you know, I think LTT is you know, the god company or whatever, because it's not, right? But I am going to say this though, is that, you know, I feel like truthfully Linus probably shouldn't have done CEO stuff for as long as he did. I feel like for him, I feel like doing video presenting, I think, should have been his main strong suit, not trying to be a CEO. Because again, when you're a CEO, you have to have a completely different mindset. And that's the one thing that it's hard to do when you turn on and turn off. Because again, I don't know how how much realism I'm throwing in this stream right now, but it's like, I hate to say it, but any streamer that you like, they're going to be different on stream than they're going to be off stream. You know, as much as I'm, you know, happy-go-lucky all the time, and I try to make sure I have fun and do everything that I can do, I have fun in. But at the end of the day, though, there's a difference between having your job and doing stuff a right way and just trying to run it like how you want it to be ran. There's always going to have and be those different types of things. So I feel like personally Linus should have stepped down from the CEO role a while ago, and that should have been handed off to, dare I even say, a third-party company? Like, honestly, I would say that it should have been handed off to a completely different company, not company altogether, but a completely different, like, person who doesn't know anything about, you know, someone who's not going to be, like, in the videos and stuff, just somebody who is strictly focusing on HR and payroll and stuff like that, you know, and then the managerial team would be different, kind of like a third party in the way, or, you know, a form of an external hire who like knows all this information. Because even if you are somebody who looks at things from the outside in, you will still have the ability to be like, hey, this shit ain't right, you need to fix it. And if that's your HR talking to you, then that means you gotta get shit done. So it's a shitty situation, and I completely feel terrible for Madison, since she had to deal with all of this stuff. And, you know, it honestly sucks too that she also had to completely move across country for this job that she wanted to do as her dream job, you know? So I feel completely terrible for her, and I truthfully wish her the best. I know she's with a different company now, and she seems much better. And of course people are probably going to still shit on her because she is a woman at the end of the day, and people are just going to be like, you know, maybe it's just her hormones, or maybe it's just this, or maybe it's just that. But looking at all of that stuff aside, you have to look at what's happening at face value. And especially when the whole Gamers Nexus video came out, like, I watched that video and I'm like, so I wasn't wrong in the readings I wrote. Because, again, like, as someone who is very deep with tech, you know, I take a lot of pride in, like, knowing what I know. And I feel like people like Chai and Titty Bits, a.k.a. Liz, can kind of both put their 2 cents in the chat if they want to. But if there's information that I don't know, either I outsource it with them and we figure it out together, or I do my damnedest to figure out what the hell I'm doing. And that's something that I truthfully pride myself in. How should I promote my server to get a community? Personally, what I recommend you to do is I recommend finding a community that is really deep in within that. So, like, find a Boruto Naruto community and maybe befriend some people in there. You know, the one thing that I did is that, you know, when I actually was able to meet and talk to Skitsy. For people who don't know who Skitsy is, he played the Mr. Beast character in that one like rap battle, and right now he's playing a evil Mr. Beast in his own like TikToks and shorts and stuff. And you know, just by being in that community, I befriended people who I talked to for a very long time. I sadly kind of left the community just due to personal things and personal stuff in life going on at that time. But finding people who have the same common interests as you makes it a lot easier to figure out stuff. Because again, truthfully, if I wouldn't have met ETM when I did, or if I would not have clicked on his stream and not actually enjoyed his content, there would not have been a Nintendo crew whatsoever, which means I probably would not have met a good quarter of the people who I have met because of Nintendo crew. So, like, you know, and it's just all about networking. So you got to find people who are people that you kind of care about. You got to find people that have the same common interest in you. And once you have a good chunk of people who have a common interest, then you're able to kind of be like, all right, cool. Well, let's hang out together and let's maybe make a community together. You know, the one thing I will say is something that I don't recommend you to do is just like go into like random people's servers and just be like, oh my god, I have a server of my own. Because I hate to say it, that doesn't work hardly ever. So just being 100% honest with all of you guys. Whoa, we just got raided by the one and only Ballomatic. Yo, let's go. Welcome in Ballo's chat. How's it going? We're kind of doing a chill stream tonight just due to, well, me not really wanting to play anything Mario, and also my PC crashed earlier, so we're just playing PowerWash Simulator now. So, that's kind of just not what I'm doing. So, kind of having some fun. I just got done talking about me accepting an offer at Target. So that was kind of fun, and now we're kind of talking about the whole LTT situation for people who don't know what's going on, and kind of putting in my own like personal 2 cents in it, and for people who care enough. So yeah. But how are you guys doing? How is your stream, Ballo? I see your hashtag is comebackking, which means that you probably messed up terribly, but you somehow got a W. So that's what I'm taking away from that. Boop, boop, boop. Nice. New PB? What's the new PB time? Had to reset 3 times. Holy crap. Wonder if the green will do a little bit better. Yeah. $155. Okay. Not bad, not bad. One day I will probably do that speed run one day. I actually need to get back into actually getting the speed run tech down. Because I kind of dropped speed running for a teeny tiny bit. Another highlight of my day is that your latest video got 1K views. Nice. Let's go. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how my Temu video went. I actually thought I was actually going to get less views than what it did. I was hoping to get around the 500 mark, but honestly, I'm really happy that I was standing at like 400, and a lot of people have been subscribing from it, which is really good. So we got some evergreen content, which is pretty freaking awesome. Also, I should probably mention this while people are in here. For anyone who did not watch, I uploaded a video last week where I bought some Nintendo Switch accessories on Temu and tried them out. So, if you guys are a fan of like tech unboxings / mystery unboxings, I bet you will really, really enjoy that video. You guys got to meet one of my good buddies. His name's Tyler. You also got to see me in a different light, where I actually like kind of talked about tech stuff for a little while and did some of that fun stuff. So, yeah, I think you guys will really enjoy it. What is better, an i3, i5, i7, or i9? Okay, so I'll try to do like a quick version breakdown for you. If all you're doing is just business work, aka things like spreadsheets, Google Documents, and just college classes and stuff, i3 is perfect for you. If you're wanting to do some light gaming, you can do it on an i3, but I do recommend that if you're trying to play like AAA games, things like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Warzone, and stuff like that, I recommend jumping up to through an i7. Really saw you in a different light. Yeah, and Casper the Friendly Ghost presents TLM as the new Casper the Friendly Ghost. Jesus. The worst part, too, is that the lighting on my iPhone and on the table was perfect. It was absolutely immaculate. But anytime it switched to the handheld camera, it looked like shit. So I'm learning, though, is that the next time that I do this, I'm going to have the handheld camera be the portable camera next time. It's actually going to be my iPhone. And the reason why is that my iPhone can do autofocus while it is filming. And he can like tap on the screen and shit. And the camera that he was using, I'm going to be able to manually set it to the setting that I want, and then it'll leave itself alone. And I'll be able to actually film myself in 4K as well. So you guys get to see all of me in 4K. That's exactly what you guys want, isn't it? You want to see... You guys just want to see, sexy me in 4K. Anyways, back to it. TLM in 4K. 4 times the pixels. TLM caught in 4K? Vine boom sound effect. Oh boy. What am I doing? Oh yes, going back to your question, sorry. I got distracted by doing Vine Boom sound effect. Yeah, so i3 is great for anything school-wise. And since a lot of stuff that schools are doing are strictly being done online through like things like Blackboard, Google Classroom, Zoom, and even Discord and stuff, an i3 can do those beautifully. Or also, too, like, honestly, if you're just wanting to buy, like, a laptop for your grandma so she can check her email and do some online shopping, an i3 is more than enough for almost any single scenario. The i5 is where it becomes a little more tricky, because i5s can come in either unlocked variants or locked variants. So, aka, you can get them as a, for example... i5, for example, 13500, 500, or 15, or the Intel Core i5 13600K. The K variant means that it is multi-core unlocked, which means that you can actually overclock the system if you have a K model CPU. I will say this though, overclocking is really not necessary unless if you're absolutely trying to be like, I gotta save as much money as possible, but I want this much performance from it. So I recommend people not to really overclock their systems anymore, just because with all the warranty stuff happening and with all of the let's just say it like this, all the companies not wanting to do warranties, it pisses me off. So I recommend you just go with a little bit of a better CPU. What is this soundboard? The best soundboard I could ever make. You'll play that right as the audio for the video I'm editing was supposed to start, and it scared me. Yo, let's go. My stupid laptop decided to be SOD in the middle of a new Super Mario Wii mod test of my own, so I end up losing everything that I've done to change my levels up to the point that I save. Oh, wow, I'm sorry. My laptop is an Intel Core 5 without the K. Yep. So that means yours is still an i5. And like, again, you're still getting the performance of an i5. The only difference is that you cannot overclock it. And it's something that, again, for laptops, I would not recommend overclocking them anyways, because it's kind of pointless in my personal opinion. You can, and you can get more performance, but you're going to kill your battery life 100%. But yeah, so i5s, though, are great CPUs for gaming. And I'm saying that because i7s, I would say, are a better CPU for gaming. But if all you're doing is like schoolwork and then just some light gaming on the side, an i5 is perfect. And also, I will say you can do content creation on an i5, but the only problem with it is that i5s do sometimes kind of lack in power, where the i7s and i9s will be better. So I would say personally, i5s are great for just gaming and schoolwork. And i7 is honestly great for streaming, in my personal opinion. Now, I will say this. I personally have a Ryzen 9 5900X, so I have a 12-core CPU, and I will tell you this right now. My computer does not use all 12 cores at all, except for when I'm, like, rendering videos and stuff. But I will say that I've been having, in my personal opinion, much smoother gameplay, and I can also say that about the streams as well. In my personal opinion, the streams are smoother with this processor than it has been with my other Intel series processors. But yeah, so the i7s is what I know the best, and it's actually very good. i7s, I think, are still, in my personal opinion, for the Intel brand at least, your best bang to the buck. Because you're not really losing a lot of performance from an i9, but you still get great performance from the i7, and you're getting better performance than your i5. Again, that's just my personal take on it. So an i7 would be great if you're just doing like video editing, or again, too, you can also use it for any application I said before. So gaming, schoolwork, you can use it to build websites and stuff, and it's fantastic. And actually, funny enough, the server that we use for Nintendo Crew actually runs a old 7th gen i7, because that's what I had around my area, because I upgraded that last year. And it's probably overkill for what we do with it, but older i7s will kind of keep a good amount of power for a good chunk of time. Now, i9s are if you are someone who is wanting like to really run things in 4K. Because most of the applications I've been talking about, I run everything either in 1440p or in 1080p. And that's just because I don't really like 4K right now. It's just not that good yet to where I can I would drop, thousands of dollars on an i9. And also, I will say this too, my personal monitor is a 1440p monitor, and then my big monitor that's next to me over here is actually a 4K TV. So I do actually have my graphics card run things in 4K, but I just don't use it as my daily driver anymore. So speaking of i9s as well, is that if you're someone who wants to do things like coding, software engineering, cybersecurity, or anything where you're like needing your PC to be fast and snappy and you cannot waste time at all, i9s are going to be your best friends. Also, i9s are great for 4K video editing, 4K gaming, and on top of that as well too, they're just great if you're wanting to be future-proofed. And I hate the word future-proofing because it's stupid. You can never you can never be future-proofed enough. But if you're wanting something that will last you years down the line, an i9 is amazing. And especially if you get one that's overclockable, you can even overclock the i9 to give you even more power. So i9s are great, but what they're not great at, though, is your pricing. So i9s are extremely expensive. So if you're looking for a new like desktop, for example, and if you're wanting, again, your best bang for the buck, either an i5 or an i7 is going to be your best bets for bang for the buck, in my personal opinion. Or if you are willing to go Team Red, I would say the new Ryzen 7 5800X3D is a great processor. If you're someone who does not need the core count of the Ryzen 9 series and or Threadripper. But overall, each one has its own different use case. I'm sorry this conversation went probably way too long, as I probably confused half of you guys. But to get the TLDR is this. i3 is great for basic applications in school. i5 is great for gaming. i7 is great for content creation on top of gaming, on top of content creation that deals within like streaming, stuff like that. And then an i9 is fantastic if you're wanting to do things in 4K, including 4K gaming, editing, and you're wanting kind of the best of the best. And I'm going to say it this way too. Ryzen is going to be the exact same way. So the Ryzen 3 is great for basic everyday multitasking. The Ryzen 5 is a great budget CPU for gaming and even getting started in content creation. So it actually has the same amount of cores as an i5. The Ryzen 7s are great since you do get more cores, more threads, and it is a little bit faster as well. And the i9 and the Ryzen 9s are fantastic if you're wanting, again, future-proofing and also just overall better quality for 4K gaming. If a Ryzen 5 5600H on your laptop is not too bad, having 6 cores. Oh yeah, 6 cores on laptop is great. I got an i5 and it runs like crap. I understand that. Older i5s, in my opinion, run kind of shit. Newer i5s are better. But I will still say this, though, is that if you're looking for a lower-end CPU, I truthfully would recommend you look at AMD. Because a Ryzen 5, you're getting 6 cores. It runs not as hot normally. And also, too, and also I'll say this, too. Ballmatic, if I'm correct, the laptop that you use for streaming is that Ryzen 5, right? So, if Ballmatic can edit videos in 1080p, stream, and also have enough room for like Discord and stuff like that while he streams, I think is great enough for you guys. But I would say, though, in a real life application, though, your Ryzen 7 would be better for you for that multitasking, since certain games, example Fortnite, uses more CPU power than they use GPU power. So certain games will actually benefit you from having a better CPU. But again, that is a per game basis, though, and that is not every single game that I can ever talk about. I just know for sure one big example I will give is Fortnite, because funny enough, when I switched from my i7 7700K, which was running great until some Fortnite updates happened, it is very good. So yeah, so if you're wanting to have better Fortnite gameplay and stuff, I would really recommend you going for a Ryzen 7 5800X 3D, and do not look back. It is such a great processor, and it is super fast from all the stuff that I've read online and for all the testing that I have seen done by multiple companies, that, it is a very good processor and you will enjoy it a lot. Multitasking isn't the best with laptop, but I don't really need much multitasking besides the streams. Exactly, yeah. And that's the main thing, too, is that for you kind of focus more on, like, one thing. Like, if you're working on schoolwork, you're probably not having, like, GTA 5 running in the background while you're focusing on some homework and stuff. You probably are running, your homework and probably YouTube in the background to listen to music or watch a video or like, whatever, right? Like, that's what most people do for multitasking nowadays. Much nicer. You played that right. Oh yeah, that's funny. My i5 is pretty decent. I have not had a ton yet besides gaming and schoolwork there. Exactly. Yeah. So again, i5s are great for gaming and schoolwork. I'm not gonna lie. Dang it, I plan to go to college for cybersecurity and coding. Well, I'll say it this way. You don't need to have an i9 for that type of stuff. But for someone who is like, oh, I want coding to be my main thing, or like I want to make apps as my everyday thing, an i9 is going to be great because it will compile your code very, very fast. And also, again, 4K gaming is another big thing for it as well. My throat. Remember when I showed you the processor of my dad's? Yeah, that old laptop was dog shit. Okay. Do. I hope your job goes very well for you, TM. So much better than your past. Well, here's the thing, JP, is I'm actually going back to the same store that I left. So at the end of the day, I'm going to be probably going back into probably a shit show. But the difference, though, is that everyone else who is there, though, is new to me. So it's kind of going to be one of those, like, weird, like... You know when you watch a TV show... And, like, it's a brand new cast, but they're like, oh, yeah, this old character from season 17 is going to come back and, like, be a mentor and, like, help show things the right way and stuff like that. That's the whole thing. No, actually, funny enough, I actually got downgraded in my pay. Because, sadly, because I've been out of work over 90 days... I have actually lost any of my pay raises I got. So I actually have to start back at the original 15 an hour. So, but again, I won't complain though. It's $15 an hour. I know I need to be humble and grateful. So I'm going to be humble and grateful. So I will. Arson. I mean, yeah, that's the main thing is like, you know, it is money, right? So that's kind of the important thing. And hopefully, you know, and I'll say this way, hopefully this job is better than what it was to where it doesn't completely run my life. But there's a very high chance that you guys may not see me for a while. And if that does happen, I solely apologize. But I'll say this way, I already have plans to make sure that when games come out and stuff, that you guys will see me one way or another, either via video or something else like that. So, I got you. Balo, there was technically an opportunity somewhere else, but the main thing is that, remember that I drive a truck, so gas mileage, and the place that I was possibly going to go to would have started me out at the same pay position. So for me, it makes more sense to be closer to my home because I own a truck versus going farther away from the home. If that makes sense to you guys. So that's the only main reason why I decided to go back to Target, is that it is only a 5-minute drive from my house, where I guess I can say it now. I did have plans to actually go through with Best Buy, but the main thing is just that Best Buy is a good 30 minutes from my house, and especially with gas prices, it's just going, you know, up. I'm just like, you know what? I can save some money on some gas, not have to go too far, and that way I can spend more money on, I don't know, what can I spend more money on? What can I spend more money on, everybody? What should I spend more money on? Food? I'm already fat enough, though. What can I spend more money on? I'll spend money on Ball-O-Matics, I guess like a bet? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I have to wait until Baller turns 18, though. That way he can actually get assets back. Is that whole fiasco. Because we love AdSense. The saying out the roof is sugarcoating the gas prices. Yeah. I need to find a good way to... Oh, we're not dead. Speaking of tech and ramble, yeah, but I guess I do want to ask you guys, though, is you know, do you guys actually want to see me kind of cover the whole situation regarding LTT? Because I'm willing to sit down and try to make a video of it. I don't know how well I would really do, honestly, because let's be 100% honest. I'm just some fat guy on the internet. I know nothing of the internal stuff of it. But I'm willing to give my opinions. If you guys want me to sit down and make a video of my opinions, I'm more than willing to do it. I can throw it on Tech Boys and, you know, we can go from there, I guess. Death by power washing. Whoa! Actually, so, okay, how many of you guys in the chat have actually power washed something before? And that's a legitimate question. How many of y'all in chat have actually power washed something before? No, I don't do outside chores. Well, Liz, you don't do a lot of outside chores for reasons, mostly because if you did, you would probably fall down. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't laugh, because I would, but it wouldn't be good, though. Yeah, you got enough shit going on. Yo. I go on the other side and do it, don't I? Damn it. Oh well. I'll try to get these done. So no one else has, so no one else in here. So no one else here is actually power wash anything. Interesting. Someone told me Sunset Wilds is the DLC track. Should I ban them? Landon, I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't say anything since no one in the chat, unless it's something that I haven't seen yet. I have not seen anything about anything that deals with Mario Kart in this chat tonight. So I don't know. Hello? Alright, I think I actually did when my grandparents were selling their house. Yeah, but that means you wouldn't remember, though. That's the thing. See, you will remember, though, when you power wash, because I don't recommend doing this, right? So here's the thing. When you have a power washing, like, gun, like the gun that the character is holding, right? Have you ever, like... So, again, no one's going to understand this, but here's the thing, though. It's just like... Like, I don't know. I'm weird. I don't recommend anyone putting their hand in front of a power washer and going on it, right? But holy shit, it's funny. And it feels really weird. But I'm not gonna lie though, is like whenever you're like covered in like dirt and slime and shit, that power washer just feels amazing. It feels great. But again, I still don't recommend y'all do that though. Because because it says in the manual not to do that, and B, I am not going to be held responsible for any of y'all's problems. Boop. Rotate. Rotate. Yeah, the last thing I don't need in my life is like, we're suing this man named Luigi Master 1000 because he has had multiple people stick their hands in front of their pressure washers and doing it unsafely. Because shit, I hate to say it, but I can get in trouble for anything nowadays. Damn. Okay, wait, hold on. Did you guys hear that iShowSpeed, the top streamer on YouTube? Did you know that his dick fell out and it was caught on camera while he was streaming? And I'm not being funny. I'm not being facetious. This is legitimate something that happened. I think it happened, what, yesterday? He was playing like Five Nights at Freddy's, and he was like, because as most of you guys know, like, again, when we're online and stuff, we kind of have to like overly dramatize certain things like jump scares and shit like that, because like, again, at the end of the day, we are entertainers, right? And so he did that, and then he started talking about something about like fucking Chico or whatever. I don't really understand fully. You know, and he did like a hip thrust, and apparently he was just wearing his boxers, and his willy kind of just flang out. As someone who thinks this is hilarious, I'm glad that YouTube saw it as a legitimate mistake and he did not mean to do this, since iShowSpeed's community is more towards children. But I will say this, though, as someone who has had to deal with BS and stuff. Yeah, please do not stream only in your boxers. I hate to say it, but like shorts aren't that uncomfortable, everybody. Like right now, I'm wearing very thin shorts, but also too, they're comfortable. And also too, I don't know his living situation. I don't know if he has air conditioning or not, because trust me, as a fat guy, when you don't have air conditioning, all bets are off, you know. But I have a fan and AC, and I'm happy. Well, here's the thing, though. Are you also standing up and hip thrusting the camera? Because if you're doing that in your boxers, I recommend you not do that. I'm saying that in general. I recommend you don't do that in front of your chat. There has to be a line, everybody. There has to be a line. But apparently, YouTube sent out an informational thing. Pretty much just saying that, hey, we're not going to punish speed because like it was a legitimate mistake. He did not mean to do this, and also that he deleted his stream like half a minute afterwards. Like his stream was immediately taken offline, and he deleted the VOD. So, you know, I think YouTube is actually doing something good here, and it's like, I don't want to be mean. Like, yeah, of course, if you want to be like, oh, YouTube rules are YouTube rules, and he should be banned, because again, at the end of the day, he is YouTube's #1 like top star right now for streaming on YouTube. But also too, like I also want to say this, he's also like just turned 18. Like he's not the brightest kid. And I give him a lot of credit for the success that he has, and I honestly think he's a fantastic entertainer, and I hope he continues doing this for a long time. But, you know, sometimes we have to understand that human legitimate mistakes happen. And as long as people can understand that, I feel like we're doing better. There's a gnome! I'm sorry, there's just a gnome. Can I hold on? There's a gnome. A gnome. Anyways. Actually, do I have a ladder somewhere? I should have one by my truck over here, right? Yeah, ladder time. Give me that. Let's go. The gnomes are the reason I had to pay for Charlie to get Game Pass for a few months. I hate them. Oh. You guys make me smile. That looks like a terrible smiley face. Oh, God. Yeah. All right. That's really unchanged from the... Oh, it looks amazing, chat. Come on. Give it a W or I'm going to ban all of you. I kind of wish I could get more cleaner. That'd be kind of cool. Out of stock. Bullshit. Oily? Hey, yo, oily? Do it. Ban people? Nah, that's a lot of effort, though. Then I gotta click on your name, and I gotta click more buttons. I'm lazy. But next time, Charlie Brown, I'll get you. I don't know why I said Charlie Brown either. I'm slowly losing my mind. I guess I'm getting paid. Isn't it fun to get threatened by your streamer? Vote me for Streamer of the Year 2023. I threw your mind out the window when we became friends. I don't think I had a mind when we became friends anyway, so you can't really throw something I don't already have. Because I met you during the point of no return when I was being drugged down by Target 24/7. And now it's going to go right back to that way. Yay! That's true. I'll give you that. But also, though, too, I'm not going to lie. Twitch is also a much different place. Because Twitch is weird. And you probably even know that I did not want to get banned. It's already hard enough to get a small following on Twitch, and it's hard as easy as hell to get fucking banned on there, so. Hence why I'm at YouTube. Arr, arr, arr. Hopefully Target doesn't do to you what it did again. I mean, whatever happens, happens, I guess is all I can really say. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to try to get better at having a work-life balance. So, there's one thing I will say is that the one thing I've mentioned, right, is like, it sounds really weird, but like, one of my good buddies is like dating somebody now, and because of him being in a relationship now, he can't focus only on work now. So for me, it's like, shit, is it time for me to finally try to go back out there and try to find someone to be my girlfriend? Cause shit, A, I'm lonely, and B, I'm not gonna lie. Give me something to go home, to come home to, I'm not gonna lie. That'd be the next series. TLM, how you can get some bitches. Sponsored by Rocket Mortgage. Oh, that'd be so funny. What if I did like those 80s, you guys remember when you guys at school that you would watch like an 80s video about like, oh yes, and now here is how you get on the internet. You get to click on this blue E and you get to do random shit. And it talks about, you know, safety of the internet, and it talks about, you know, how to get on and shit like that. What if I did one of those, but it's how to get some bitches? That would be hilarious. That would be absolute peak comedy content. I should really get back and try and do some more comedy stuff. So I actually kind of fallen off of me trying to do like funny skits and shit. You know, I stopped doing that a few years back. Maybe I should get back into doing some funny skits and stuff. I pretty much have like 2 cameramen who are pretty much willing to help me out anytime I need help, so. Now, can you just ding? I had a little magnifier that laid on those big ass monitors when I was in elementary. Oh yeah, tech has come a long way. Honestly, increased size text probably the best thing that you ever had. Especially for someone who does PC stuff. I feel like whenever I get into like my very late 20s, like 29, 30-ish, I feel like I'm actually going to probably have to turn on like the bigger text sizes. So it'll be like, you know what? I think it's time for me to finally do it. And then I go from going at like 100% to 125%. Oh, man. That will be the day, everybody. That'll be the day when you know I'm starting to get old. I already feel old, and I'm only 24. I feel old as shit. How is this roof not dinged yet? I swear I've done almost everything perfectly. Oh, shit, I didn't do the front. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. Whoop, whoop. Breaks legs. Power washing simulator. Rated R. Starts Friday. Don't break your legs, kids. It's not good. No, seriously, don't break your legs. TLM, I need your help on how to get bitches. Hey, whenever I figure that out, I got you. Oh. See, guys, isn't this better than me just playing Mario Kart? Isn't this a much better stream? Who needs Mario when you have my stupid brain? Okay. Take off the... yeah. Wow, that was quick. My OCD can never with this game. Well, it's kind of the point in a way, is that it's kind of meant to, like, in a way that you can do the stuff. And then whenever it's like nice and clean, you get to see it like be clean, and it's very pretty. It pisses me off how someone can get their backyard this dirty. So, again, if we're going with the lore of that, if there was a volcano, then that means the volcano had to probably erupt, or at least have so much of an eruption that it actually affected something. You get what I mean? Can I just set it down somewhere? I'll set you back down. You know, I'll bring it up here. I'll need you there in a few minutes anyways. We are going to take not a break, but like whenever we finish this little side, I'm going to take a break and work on the benches for fun. Kind of give us something else to do that's just not the same little area. I forgot to put back on my attachment. Bloop. I think I heard all dings on there. BRB. All right, see you in a few. And don't fall asleep either. If you do, I know where you live. Man, 2020 was honestly the year of the simulators, everybody. I'm not gonna lie. I has to go to bed. You work tomorrow? All right, well, have a good night. Hopefully work tomorrow goes well for you. I have orientation tomorrow morning as well, so I won't be on for too much longer. I'll probably keep you guys with me until probably midnight-ish. Yeah, midnight-ish. I think I'm cool with that. Cause I'm gonna try on the rest of the work shirts I had when I was like still working, and make sure that they all can still fit and stuff. And then I'm gonna throw those in the wash, and while they're washing, I'm gonna kind of do some stuff on the computer. And then by the time they're done washing, I can throw them in the dryer for 5-10 minutes, and then poop, hang them up, and then go to bed. So I gotta be up by 9:30 tomorrow, or I'll miss orientation. 3 days till school. I am so sorry, but you know what? Hey, think about like this though, right? What grade are you going? If you don't mind me asking, what grade are you going in? You got 2 weeks. Nice. Junior year. Think about like this, right? You got 2 more years of high school, right? So think about like that. Think about the positive side. Like, you know what? I got 2 more years of high school left. And think about that like this too, because like we have Mario Bros. Wonder coming out in October. You just be like, you know what? The faster that you start school and the faster that happens, the faster you're running a Super Mario Bros. Wonder, right? So try to look for the positives. It's hard sometimes, and as someone who looks at stuff more negatively, that's just because how my brain kind of works. I get it. Because again, as humans, we kind of look at everything in a negative light. We don't look at everything in a positive light, especially when it's like something that's like not going our way, for example. But you know what? Try to find some positivity in it, because that's all you can really do in today's day and age. Try to find a little positivity, you know? It ain't easy, but it's something that everyone's got to do. We all got to do our part on that. I'm going to be a freshman, so it's going to feel like forever. Yeah, true. But hey, you're starting out a new journey. I can tell you for sure, I met a lot of new people and I made a lot of new friends in high school. So don't look at it as a negative. Look at it as a positive. It's allowing you to go to a bigger place, you know, and as long as you do your best to fit in, you will be good. And trust me, high school goes very, very fast, especially if you're someone who wants to do like, I don't know if you're wanting to do like sports or anything like that, but if you're someone who wants to do sports, or if you're someone who wants to do like marching band or being in the band or choir, for example, trust me, it will be better. So I guess the only thing I can say from my personal experience, extracurricular activities absolutely help in high school. And that's 100% my personal feelings on it. So if you're someone who isn't an extracurriculars person, try an extracurricular this year. Try being in band, try being in choir, or try finding a club that you may think you like. If you really love art, I know at my school there was an art club, and honestly, they made some of the best pieces of art I've seen in years. And there's a lot of great people, you know? So try to find stuff you're having fun with. If you like drawing, try doing art as an introduction for 1 year and stuff like that, you know? Or if you really like music, I really recommend trying to be in the band, you know? So I'll say it this way, as someone who was in band for, in total, 9 years? 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Yeah, 9 years. I did band for 9 years in a row, and I'll tell you that when you are, especially in marching band, but in general, when you're in the band though, it will always feel like you're going way too fast. Your performances will come so fast, and you're gonna be like, ah, shit, I need to learn this solo, and if I don't learn this solo, I'm screwed. So you'll understand the feelings of it, but I can say personally that high schools were some of the best years of my life, because middle school for me is where I actually got the most bullied. It actually wasn't until high school when I met other people who kind of got bullied as well, and we were able to have our own little group, and we were able to support each other and stuff, is where I was able to kind of learn, you know, like what true friendship was and stuff. So, yeah. So, but yeah, try being in the marching band, try being in jazz band or something like that. I know for me, I did jazz band, marching band, and concert band. We did marching band for half of the year, and the other half of the year we did concert or symphonic band, depending on where you were placed, for example. Yeah. I tried orchestra in 5th and 6th grade with COVID time, and it was awful. It felt like extra classes for no reason. So that's the thing. If you're someone who has no knowledge of instrumentation whatsoever, I will never recommend you try orchestra, ever. Because learning violin is a discipline. Learning piano is a discipline. And I'm not saying that for the other instruments too, like tuba, trombone, clarinet, saxophone, flute, etc. But one big difference, though, is that with like either woodwind instruments or brass instruments, is that when you learn how to play them, it is a lot more different, because if you make a mistake, you kind of get to hear it easier, right? Where, in my personal opinion, with things like violin and stuff like that, you have to understand, you know, how to really make sure that you're in tune all the time. You got to make sure your bow is in the proper position all the time. And especially during a performance and something like that, if your string would break, you're just screwed. So, yeah, I would recommend, if you try doing band, try doing something like concert band or symphonic band or whatever, like the lower end band is. Apparently my school did it weird. We had symphonic band be the more like better band, and concert band was like known as the worser band, just by how they kind of did it. And I'll say this, I was in concert band all 4 years, but technically I actually should have graduated to symphonic band in my junior year, but they kept me in concert band because the instructor at that time was someone who was like, listen, you have a lot of raw talent that I really that I think is great. You know, it's just that I don't have anyone else to be in as a bass clarinetist. You know, I was able to hold my own. I knew how it sounded and stuff like that. So in a way, I was kind of complimented for being in concert band, and especially with the other instructor too, because in my last year, my instructor, the newest instructor there, you know, they kind of had like a really big discussion about it on like, you know, what they think would be like the best, and you know, they're just like, hey, give me Matt. So yeah, it's different, but it's a lot of fun. So, and also I will say this too, band is a discipline. You will have to learn how to do things. You will have to learn your scales. You will have to learn how to kind of tune yourself and stuff like that, you know, in general. But I will say, though, is that stuff is a little more forgiving, though. At least in my personal opinion. I tried learning the violin on my own time, but I couldn't afford a good violin. I got a cheap violin that I would not tune because the pegs were way too damn hard and they weren't staying in place either. Yeah, violins, you gotta get a good brand violin. It's like no questions asked. You have to get a good brand. Yo, Oreo, welcome in. I'm not doing sports band or choir. I'm in robotics. School does go by fast. That works too. Yeah, but being in any extracurricular activity will make the year go by a lot faster in general. And that's just like a little tip for anyone who's just going into high school, or if you're still in high school, but it feels like it takes forever and stuff like that. Trust me, find a really good, like extracurricular to be a part of. It'll be a whole different scenario. School has always gone by fast for me, and I hate that. Even before I did extracurricular. I will say that school kind of went slow for me for a while. So yeah, I would say that with me having extracurriculars, that's what made it go by faster. In my opinion, I'm only good with stuff in electronics and games. So I'd okay if I would do stuff like Banner Sports. Then try to see if they have a robotics community. Robotics is a lot of fun to do. While I did not do it personally, I did get to see like the robotics team in action and stuff, and they make a lot of really cool stuff. JP can tell you what robotics is all about. But if you feel like you're only good at doing stuff in electronics, also too, you can see if they have a try to find something that's in your niche, if that makes sense, you know. But also, I'll say this too: don't be afraid to try something, though. With high school, I'll say like this: as much as high school is about education, it is also really about socializing yourself, and that is something that I will say that I think that is 100% truthful to this day. It is about you learning social constructs and you learning how to work and be with people of differences in religion, sex, anything else like that, right? Politics. So it's something that I would recommend trying to do, but also too, don't get too far out of your comfort zone where school becomes a chore for you. Because that's the last thing you need to do is you don't want to make school be like, oh great, now I gotta go to school, you know. I've been doing the saxophone for 6 years. No shot I was giving that up. I love it. Hell yeah, man. What type of saxophone? Are you alto, tenor, bari, soprano? Is it called soprano saxophone? Yeah, soprano saxophone. Alto? Nice. Alto is a very good thing to play. So actually, funny enough for me, I actually learned how to play saxophone because I knew the bass clarinet. And so when I did jazz band and I was like, oh yeah, we can't do bass clarinets in jazz band. So we were like, what can we do? And they're like, you know pretty much how to play, pretty much how to play the bass clarinet. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, all right, cool. Well, you're going to be the new bass sax player. I'm like, oh, okay. And so for 3 years, I just learned how to play bass sax. So love E flat with remembering how to do stuff in B flat. You're taking 3 dual credit classes, 2 AP classes, and 1 independent study in class this year. Oof. Yeah, be careful with that. Don't try to overdo yourself. As I will say this, I actually did do 1 year of academic overload, and it truthfully killed me. So I can tell that you're probably doing the exact same thing. So JP, I'm going to warn you now, you need to be very careful. Don't over burn out yourself, because trust me, your grades will look bad if you overdo yourself. So I'm not going to lie, my senior year, I took the first hour off. Because I'm like, you know what, I want to sleep in. So I took first hour off, so when I got to school, it was already second period for me. And also for me, it didn't make sense taking off 7th period just because, like, I hate to say it, but like, I was in band. So like, I would have to be there for band practice. So why would I take 7th period off? So I took first period off, and there you go. Easy W. Clarinet is a child of the flute and saxophone? Absolutely. Beautiful high tones, great low tones when you can hear them. So I honestly love the clarinet. And for people who... there were people I bet you on the internet who are going to shit on me because I play clarinet. And they're like, ew, clarinet's more for like girls. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I enjoy the clarinet. And you know what? It's a great thing. Shit, for 2 years in a row... What was it, 2 years in a row? Or was it just 1 year? I think it was just 1 year in a row, but I could be wrong. But I know for a good like year or so, I was like the only male clarinetist in in the bands. So yeah. I want to start off my freshman year by doing most of my main courses like science, math, social studies, and English, so you don't have to do where those. I agree with that. Try, in a way, try doing as much as you can in your first 3 years. That way, your senior year can be your fun year. Like I can say, my senior year, I did 3 electives. I still had to have an English credit. I still had to have a math credit, right? But my math credit I did was actually coding, which was a lot of fun. And my English credit, funny enough, was actually movie is lit, which is basically I watched movies and write down what I found, pretty much. Then I would have lunch and jazz band. Then I did marching band. Then I did painting and photography. I did photography 1 year and painting another year. So I did painting in senior year. And then, I think that was it. I only did 6 hours of stuff. So, I was doing music theory as well. That's the other one I did. Music theory. Music theory is great. I love music theory. If you love anything to do with the music, and if you actually want to learn more of the behind the scenes part of music making, music theory is a lot of fun. It's difficult. I won't lie. It's very difficult. And I'm someone who's not good at paying attention to things, but music theory is a lot of fun. You will enjoy it. Ooh. My high school rank and GPA will probably go down, but at least I'll get credits in for college. That's true. College credits are very good. Actually, funny enough, my college credit course I did was actually music theory. So if I did go to college, music theory would have been my college credit. And I really enjoyed it. Actually, it was honestly a lot of fun. I got to learn about music history, which was also a lot of fun as well, too. Like, even though, again, I'm terrible. The one thing I will say to anybody is that I am a terrible test taker. Like, if you ask me to remember shit, like, weeks and weeks and weeks down the line, I will not remember it. And I feel like I do have some type of short-term memory loss sometimes. I do forget about things, or I feel like I also repeat myself a lot, and that can come to short-term memory loss. But in general, though, I think I did all right. I enjoyed it. At the end of the day, I just really enjoyed it. I got to hang out with my music teacher and other music heads. We got to have fun and learn about, the Roman times and stuff like that with music and all that fun shit, and the 7 theory and stuff. So it's great. I suck at tests. If I study for 3 weeks learning about the same thing, I will only remember the first step. Oh yeah. Yeah, I get it. I'm, again, as I was saying before, I am terrible at test taking. So if you guys are like someone who's bad at test taking, honestly, hey, I'm right there with you. Don't think everyone who has done tests before are amazing at it, because they're not. You guys got me for about another 15 more minutes. So I'm going to try to finish up this slide real quickly. And I'll see if there's anything else in this little small area I need to do. And then we'll do some benches to end off for the night. And again, I do absolutely apologize about this stream just dying in the first 10 minutes of the stream. Because again, we would have had a much longer stream if that did not happen. So I apologize for that, but hopefully y'all understand that the PC just decided just to not work. Cool, slide is clean, let's go. That's clean. Cool. I should probably get this done real quickly while I'm right here. I think we made some good progress, though, everybody. Nice. I should probably get this sorted. Soul, no. I'm actually going to be out of town all this weekend. So there will be no Nintendo Crew stream tomorrow night. And also for everyone who who was not here at the very beginning of the stream as well too, I'll reiterate, and I will put this out on Nintendo Crew as well, but there will be no Nintendo Crew video on Saturday either, and that's just due to scheduling issues. Myself, Austin, and Luke were supposed to film an episode of the podcast tonight, but sadly, due to Austin having to... something just came up in his personal life. So, I just decided that instead of trying to force record something or try to make something that may not be as good as quality as what we've been doing on Nintendo Crew, instead of doing something half-assed, that I would go ahead and just cancel this week's Nintendo Crew video, and that way next week we can just focus solely on having content ready for you guys. You'll be gone on Sunday. You're going to Portugal for 12 days. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Hope you have fun in Portugal. Yeah, make sure you take some pictures and stuff. Throw them up on the Discord. I'll have a special area. I'm gonna call it like IRL photo dumps. Is what's gonna be called. So like you can just throw any pictures that you want to in there. And I hope you have fun. It seems like it's gonna be a fun trip for you, and also too, just in general as well. It'll be probably nice to go see your family and stuff. So. It's pretty cool. This thing just ding already. It's been like this for like 15 minutes. Come on. Shouldn't have to worry about these itty bitty little cracks. Come on. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys were there for the last Nintendo Crew stream, but I did mention for people who weren't there that Nintendo Crew streams, at least for me personally, maybe becoming more of just a not an every single Friday thing, but I'll try to do it at least like twice a month where we can have some streams on there from me. You know, so that's something that I do plan on continuing to do, is I'm gonna try to do it like that. It's just going to take time, and I'm gonna have to figure out my work schedule and stuff. So, but y'all have been like pretty understanding through this entire journey of me getting this job and stuff. So I do appreciate you guys taking your time and caring and stuff. It does mean a lot. All right, so we did this whole little area, which I'm pretty happy with. There's that pole. Let's do this pole real quick. Texas is a drought right now. Oh, oof. Yeah. For anyone who cares, over the weekend I'm actually going to be going up to the summer home. Because I haven't been up there in almost a month, and I need to go check on stuff because we did ask the owners there to kind of see if they're willing to do some stuff for us. But on top of that as well too is they have a thing where they actually have like a fair come out, or they call it a picnic, but it's like basically, you know, food, rides, and stuff like that. But it's actually happening this weekend, which normally happens on a different weekend. So because it normally happens on the weekend that was like right before I went back to school. But they're doing it a weekend early this time. So we're going to go out there this weekend, have some fun. And Friday night, I'm going out with some friends, so I just won't be available Friday anyways. So, yeah. It's going to be really hot in the plains soon. Oh, yeah. Hope you have fun. Yo, appreciate that. If I see anything cool or if I win any prizes or anything like that, I'll show them off on stream since I know you guys would want to see them. So, but I actually haven't had like a weekend off from content creation or YouTube or anything like that in about a good month. So I decided that I will go ahead and just take this weekend off. So. Because I've been trying my best to focus a lot of time on, you know, my channel and Nintendo Crew and stuff like that. So I'm taking some time off just because I feel like I'll go insane if I don't. I don't think y'all want me to go insane either. How do I get to the back of this? I like. How do I didn't hear the ding. What was a high temp for you today? Let's try 99 degrees. I was gonna say 105, but I don't really know. So I'm gonna say 99 or 105. Higher than 105? Oh gosh, 115? Lower than 110? 108. It's always 108. It has to be 108. Is it randomly will always be 108? Exactly. If it's ever over 100 degrees, it is always 108. It is always like that. I don't know why. It's either 105, 108, or 115. There is no in the middle. Today, at least for me, it was 85, and tomorrow it's actually going to be 82. So, get a little bit of a cool spell going, but that doesn't really help because next week is going to be worse. So next week's going to be pretty shit. Do I have any plastic cleaner? Oh, I do. Plastic cleaner. Yo, easy. Wait, go back. Go back. 67 for you right now? Nice. There you go. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, so we'll do the benches, guys, and then we'll get off for the night, okay? I think that sounds pretty fair in my personal opinion. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take out the little thingy. Just Make me stubby. It's 86 degrees at 11 a.m. Oh, gosh. JP, do you live out in Oh, you say you live in Texas, right? Or is it Arizona? I could be wrong. I think you said either Texas or Arizona. Good old Texas. All right, got you. There we go. One more bench. I did this one when the PC started crashing. I had to take a guess on what was going on, so we'll finish this one up, guys, and then I think we'll head off for the night. Okay. But don't forget, everybody, that if you guys enjoyed this type of stream, where it's more of a chill stream, where we're not, you know, playing any type of rage games or anything like that, and we're just hanging out, talking and stuff, make sure you guys really hit that like button. It does let me know on what you guys do like to see on the channel. And be sure to share this with your friends as well, because sharing the stream really helps a lot for me. Texas be having droughts in the summer and crazy random temps any other time of the year. Oh, gosh. Yeah, the main thing for me is I just really wish that it kind of stays a little bit more cooler. Because if it doesn't, the problems is that crops and stuff just do not grow in super hot heat. So I'm kind of glad right now we're getting a break from the mega heat. And also, too, is like helping our air conditioner as well. Because I think everyone knows how much air conditioners kind of hate when it's heat outside. Let's just be honest there. Wonder if I just do this for like half a minute, if it'll just give it to me. I tried. I tried to have it give it to me. Let's see. This is a really powerful power washer, by the way. If it's shooting like this, that it has some power behind everybody. Oh, there's one. Come on, give it to me! Give it to me! Give it to me! Ah! There you go. Oh. Mwah! We do this again and then do a rage game another day. So I think the idea is, again, I don't know on how much. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and save my progress and stuff. Save. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the main menu and just head over to the ending scene screen just so I can talk to you guys for a minute. But yeah, so pretty much here's kind of going to be the thing, everybody, is I am not going to be able to guarantee on when I will be streaming. Now, again, I did ask for every Monday and Friday off, and if that stays like that, then I should be able to stream Mondays and Thursdays, and then Fridays I can do my best to be on the 10 crew that night, or I can like kind of switch off whenever I need to, right? But again, the other thing though is that I may not have it to where I will have every single, like, for example, Monday or Friday off. Like if there's a time where they need me for that week, and if I say yes, then we may not even have a stream that week. So my main thing I'll kind of tell everyone is that for the current time being, I am going to kind of get rid of my stream schedule, but what I plan on doing is I'm going to create like a really nice like piece of picture thing, and what I'll do is I will update it every week on Sunday. And I'll let you guys know on Sunday, like, you know, this is when I'll be streaming throughout the week. This is when I plan on starting the stream, and this is the game I plan on doing. Then that way, if there's like, hey, I don't really want to watch power watching simulators, I don't really like these chill streams, I'm only here for Mario, then obviously I can just be like, all right, well then people who don't want to watch this game, they don't have to watch in that day, right? And same thing with you know, with that's something that's not Marley. Let's say like you like me doing these chill streams more than doing, you know, like Mario Brothers U with the floor is lava, or backwards Mario 3D World or something like that, then it will be kind of different. So, but yeah, I enjoy these type of streams because it allows me, I guess it allows to show you guys a more, I guess, like a more personal side of me, I guess. Is that the right way to say it? Like, obviously, like, as TLM, I'm kind of an entity, but, you know, I guess this is a fun way that I can kind of talk to you guys, give you guys my 2 cents on things, and we can just hang out and have some fun, you know? So, but yeah, so, I will kind of think of a really cool way to schedule something out, guys. I will say just give me a few weeks to make sure that I kind of have everything set in stone for my job. And I will go ahead and mention this to everybody. At the end of the month, on the 29th of August, I will not be streaming probably for that entire week, the week of the 29th, because on the 29th itself, I will be getting a broken tooth removed, and I may or may not be getting my wisdom teeth removed as well. So if I do have that, I will have, let's just say this way, I will have some pretty chunky cheeks for a little while, so I'll probably take a week off of streaming. That way I only have to talk when I'm at work. But at the end of the day, though, too, if I do start feeling better where I stream on that Thursday, then I absolutely will. So there you go. Don't say anything weird when you get your wisdom tooth taken out. I don't plan to. I also, like, honestly, I'm not going to lie. Unless if they really, really recommend me having the local anesthesia, I probably won't do it. But if they're like, hey, we recommend you do it, then I probably will. And honestly, most likely I will probably be the one driving myself home, unless if I get like really, really messed up or something like that. So, I also might have my grandma take me as well. Just that way I do have a way where she can drive home wherever. I don't know. I still need to plan that whole thing out. I also have to just confirm everything. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, I got to go try on a few more Target shirts and see if I need to go buy anything before I start my job. Don't drive yourself home with anesthesia. Listen, JP, I'll say it this way. I have driven myself home in my truck when I had to dilate my eyes. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying I'm the smartest human being alive, but also I try my best not to inconvenience others. Oh, that was fine, JP. All I did was almost run into somebody. It was fine. We don't got to worry about it. But yeah, but thank you. That really means a lot. And also just in general, just thank you guys for just in general, just being so supportive of everything that's been kind of going on. And I do really appreciate you guys all just being kind and shit like that. Obviously, once I have more information and more details, I will let you guys know on, what's fully going on. And I will let you guys know when we do start the new streaming schedule rule, where it's not a specific schedule, where it will be week by week. All right. Yeah. Take Pixel, so that way we can check it out. And I will add I'll add a area in my Discord. I'll probably add it tomorrow. I'll write it down to put on my to-do list tomorrow, where I'll call like IRL photo dump. And so if you guys have pictures of like selfies, or if you go somewhere really cool, or if you like want to take a picture of something you ate or whatever, or something like that, you can like put it in like the IRL photo dump to share with the community and stuff. Also too, one thing as well is if you guys would buy a t-shirt or stickers or a bottle from tlm1k.com, which is my merch site, you can also show off that stuff there, and I may even use it in promotional footage or promotional imagery for my website as well. So it'll be a great place for you guys to see like everyone as who they are, But yeah, anyways, guys, I feel like a lot of people are probably already gone, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop chit chatting. No stream tonight. No raid tonight. Everybody. We're gonna kind of end it off for tonight. Just want to say thank you to everyone who showed up. I really enjoyed this stream, even though I will say it did not do amazing views, but we had a lot of great people in here tonight, which is the main important part for me. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and just chilling and having some great conversations. I think we got some really cool conversations about everything, so it means a lot. So thank you all for being here. But until next time, everybody, I will see you guys on the flip side. I'll let you guys know on Monday. If I cannot stream on Monday, I'll let you guys know, and we'll kind of figure out stuff from there, all right? But I will do my best to see you guys next Thursday night here on the channel. Everyone have an amazing rest of your evening, afternoon. Soul, enjoy your trip. Everyone else, enjoy your amazing weekend. Again, no Nintendo Crew stream tomorrow and no video on Nintendo Crew on Saturday, okay? So Nintendo Crew content is done for the week. So we'll be back with Nintendo Crew stuff on Thursday, or technically, I guess, Wednesday when Austin streams. But you guys know what I mean. So yeah. Anyways, take care, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button before you guys head out. Hit the like button right now. Hit it right now with your nose. I'm going to count to 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for hitting the like button. I do appreciate it. All right, y'all. Take care. See you guys next week. Love y'all. Bye.